Hello to my 14 subscribers. It's Chris again. Um, doing a video today covering a couple Master Force tools. A tool that I think is incredibly useful. About the most useful tool you can get, really. Cordless multi-tool and a corded multi-tool. But before we go over them, I only got 14 subscribers, so really most of these recordings are for me. This will be one of my last recordings here in this basement. Now, I am ecstatic because against all odds, my mother is, before, she will let me inherit it before she dies and get in a house. It's the same house that I grew up in. It's in southern Indiana. I live in Indianapolis right now, about 2 hours north. I never thought I'd get to be a homeowner. Man, that's a cool feeling. I waited tables and bartended my whole working life. And I don't know why I just never got any credit. You don't show that you make much on paper. But it's a good thing I don't have any credit, because when my name goes on the house, and nobody can take it from me. So, anyhow, Mama, Vince, that's my stepdad. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't tell you enough how homesick I am. I haven't felt that feeling in a long time. And I'm ready to go home. But I'm sad too, because I gotta leave this place, and I love this house. And I told God 4 years ago, there's a little garage that's turned into an efficiency back behind us. I said, God, if you just give me so much as a garage to live in, me and my wife we had nowhere to go. I said, I will treat it as if it's my own. And I treated that. We went out, my wife got on an ad that night. Somehow she found it, this little efficiency garage. And we started renting it, and I treated that garage, that efficiency, like it was my home, like I owned it. We did a garden, we did everything. About 6 months rolled by, the house opened up, and I didn't have the money to afford it, but we moved into the house anyhow, because we really needed the room. I mean, it was tiny. That was 3 years ago now, a little over 3 years ago, and this house has been so good to us. And the spirit of this house, thank you so much. You've seen us through so much. Jesus, thank you for answering my prayer. And we treated this house like it was our own. And now, God's put it on my mother's heart to give me the house that I grew up in. And I actually get to have a house after all this time to treat as my own. And man, there's something amazing about that. It's like he was testing me to see if I'd really do it. See if I'd really treat each place like it was my own. Or if I'd trash it. It ain't none of my nature to trash nothing. I treat it just like it was my own. In this basement I built, I've put so much thought into each and every tool that I bought. I weighed in the price of every tool possible, each brand. I picked Master Force and Ryobi very carefully, and weigh in what my budget was, weigh in the quality of the tools, weigh in what they had to offer. And I've got other tools in here that aren't Master Force and Ryobi. I had to weigh them into account. If something's better, I get it. to get the best that I can get for the price that I can afford for what I need. So anyhow, I want to go ahead and walk around this basement real quick one time. Just because I want it on film. I want to have my basement on film, showing what I did. I got a bunch of drills, you'll see them, and impact drivers. But they mostly came in kits. And I got some from a local hardware store for real cheap. For like 10 bucks. You come with a battery. I mean, the battery's $50 and offer me a drill and a battery for 10 bucks and take it. It wasn't a pawn shop. It was the guy bought storage units. He just had a shop open, so he just sell stuff randomly. He's a really good guy. I'm gonna miss going up there. Anyhow, I'm gonna walk around this shop once, show you. Just because I want to, it's for me. Like I said, I've got 14 viewers. Everything I'm doing is for me. This is my lathe. Now my lathe, the tool rest broke. Over here it is. You can see it snapped. I bought it for 50 bucks and the thing broke within a week of me getting it. So I had to make a makeshift tool rest. And this $17 Harbor Freight vise has been phenomenal. It will hold my tool rest. You can see it'll move my lathe before it moves the tool rest. Pretty freaking awesome. So anyhow, it works. I can still use my lathe. And I've looked online. You can't buy replacement parts for this. This is old. It's from a company called Buffalo. But they're in business still, but I can't get a hold of them. I put a Masterforce sticker on it and adopted it. Oh, here's my Masterforce vise. This is where I do a lot of my work at on this table. And then I got a couple of my multi-tools out here. This bag's normally over here on the shelf. On the shelf, I keep all my power tools. A lot of old hand tools up here, drill bits, nail guns. There's my drill press, great big 8-inch one. I don't need no more than that. The Tool Shop brand, Menards. That's another Menards brand. I got a Performax, another Menards brand. 1-inch by 30-inch belt sander, works just as well as any other one. Got a real good price on it. I think I got it for $46 whenever it was on clearance. This is a Performax bandsaw. I caught it on sale. It's a 9-inch bandsaw, it's small. I caught it on sale for about $129. It was real cheap. Got to keep a little light up here. Well, that went well. A little light up here so I can light up the area whenever I need to. Hold on. Drop some. I'm not a good video editor, so this will all be on film. Let's see. We'll go around. Oh, there's my air compressor. Masterforce 17 gallon. Real good. 5.2 square feet a minute at 90 psi. I love that air compressor, man. There's my air compressor reel. I got 100 foot of hose, all my air compressor tools. I built that table there. Over here I got a couple random Ryobi tools laying out. My nailer. My wife Shelly, we both use it, but I mean it's hers mainly. These little shears. There's my favorite drill. That's my Masterforce Boost drill with a 7.5 amp hour battery on it. It's awesome. This is my US General toolbox. This is one of my babies too. I really wanted this whenever I got it. I mean, I was dying to get it. I always wanted a nice toolbox like this. And they are nice. You can't beat it. Well, here we go. We're gonna keep going because it didn't stop. Because I don't want to change the beginning. US General brand, it's phenomenal. I paid $200 for it with a coupon. Whenever I got my money, I was so happy to get this. This is a table saw, my table saw here. I bought this up at B3's, which is that shop I was telling you about. Need to put that up. It's an old Craftsman table saw. It runs real good. I mean, I can't complain about it. It's been a good table saw to me. It's light. There's got extensions on both sides and the back. I got it for $30. I mean, you can't beat it. It's my Hercules miter saw. That's one of the babies. I looked into miter saws a lot, deciding which one to get. I wanted one to last me the rest of my life. I made that Hercules stop block there. Goes with it pretty good. But this saw, it's got the shadow light, drop light line instead of a laser. It's 7.5 inch crown molding capabilities, which I don't even know what that means, but I'm sure it's good. Little toolbox here. The kitty cat my wife wanted me to keep so I can look at it and make other ones. A prototype, and then a little license plate for Shelly, my wife. Over here I keep my spray paints. There's some random wood back here, scrap wood. I made this table right here. You never believe what this table's made out of. This is a cabinet on the back here, a moving dolly underneath, and I somehow attached the cabinet, I don't remember how I did it, to the moving dolly. Made a wooden platform down underneath here. Underneath this blanket there's a wooden platform. It could start out a shop vac thing, and I kept the hose in the cabinet, and I would take the shop vac and I could pull the hose out, and stuff it back in. When I turned the shop vac on, the blanket would dampen the sound of it. It was quiet, and I could move it anywhere I wanted in the shop. That was before I started using these my flooring, these pallets, because of the rainwater leakage. And it turned into a miter saw table. I had a smaller miter saw 10-inch Roby, and when I got the big Hercules, I put it on there and it just wasn't holding it. As tough as it is, I built the top to it, I built everything. It's still just a cabinet on a moving dolly. So it became the paint table, and it does good at what it does. My 8-inch bench grinder from Master Force. I've already done a review on this. It's phenomenal. I always keep tape measures around. I got a ton of those from whenever Harbor Freight was giving them out for free. They don't give out freebies no more. Not very often, at least, which really stinks. But I used to go in and buy a 99-cent pair of scissors sometimes just to get a free pack of batteries or whatever. 6-inch tool shop bench grinder. This one's my polisher. And these are all my rotary tools. And that looks ridiculous, like a ridiculous amount of rotary tools. But I got almost all of them for $10 or less. But no, some of them I paid full price for, but a lot of them were very cheap. I like rotary tools. I got a thing for them. These are my two tables here I built for me and Shelly. That's my heat gun. That's Shelly's table. That was my table. That's my Master Force scroll saw. I'll do a review on it soon. I don't know if it'll be before or after the move. This cabinet I took off a wall. Spray painted it black. I need to put a couple Master Force stickers on it. Got a 1-gallon air compressor up top there. That's for if I need nail guns and I go out. I only got one cordless nail gun. If I need my stapler or I need my pin nailer, I got that always. Some Dremel parts. Underneath here, some more power tools. Just random stuff. My palm router. But I built this little thing here too. I didn't build this. I got it out of the trash. Excuse me. And I spray painted it black, and then I put the cabinet on top of it, and it kind of works as just a station. I got a bunch of old tools in here. I collect old tools. I like refurbishing old tools, especially old hand tools, but these are old power tools. I got old Porter cable router in there. Got a few jigsaws. This jigsaw right here, this is amazing. It's still got the tag on it. It was in the box, in the not the box, but the styrofoam for the box when I got it. It's just like brand new. It's very cool. And here's my router table. And I refurbished this table here that it's on, and my shop vac down there is my rigid shop vac. That's my best shop vac. Over here's my Masterforce shop vac. Sorry, it's really good too. It's just this one's a bigger hose. And there's one of Shelly's little pink toolboxes. In this back room, here's where Shelly keeps a lot of her stuff. We store stuff. Oh, and this is my cheap Harbor Freight Fordham. It's amazing. If you ever get one, put a little bit of toolbox liner around it and super glue it or hot glue it, because this thing gets hot and it keeps it from getting hot on you. Here's all my hand tools. That's the Masterforce bucket liner. I've got all kinds of hammers, chisels. Like this is a pair of Kleins that I got. They were apprentice Kleins, and I got them for cheap. And I got a sickness for linesman's pliers, and they looked like they'd been blown up about 20 times, 30 times. They were black. I cleaned them up, put some Klein coats on them because the handles were destroyed. Like I said, I got a sickness for linesman's pliers. You can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get the five there. Yeah, and I got another pair out in the truck. So anyhow, this is my homestead. This is what I built. Oh, here's another pair of linesman's pliers. If anybody knows what these are, please tell me. My wife got them for me. They say they're electrician's pliers. They got a K and a diamond on them. From what I read, they're made by a company named Crowder. They're USA made, but they got they only cut like it's like fencing wire. It looks like it's made to cut fencing wire. It's got three cutters on it. Anyhow, pick those up for just a couple bucks, and they're well worth it. They're very cool. I'd like to figure out exactly what they are, though. They say they're electrician's pliers. They sure don't seem like electrician's pliers to me. So anyhow, I lost my stand. So we're going to put this on a... set this up like this. I don't want to lose the video footage I got so far. Okay, so over here, now that we're 15 minutes in, you know what, that's good enough. This is just going to be my video about moving, about my basement. Thank you guys for watching. I'll do a separate video to do the Masterforce multi-tools on. My basement, I'm going to miss you, but all my stuff's coming with me. Mama, thank you. God, I wish I had words. I'm moving. Man. But I'll never have to move again. That's such a blessing. God bless each and every one of you. Trust me. Even if you think you don't hear you, just pray. He does. He'll answer. Anyhow, take care, everybody.